Hey guys, what's up? Clark here again. I'm doing my weekly upload for you, and this week is going to be multi-tools. This is going to be an EDC multi-tool overview of what I carried recently, what I carried before, and finally what I am going to be carrying and how. So I'm also going to be posting another video right after this one, and it has a product that I am looking at developing. So if you finish this video or you want to go straight to that video, please do. I would love comments on that video just to help me get some feedback from people who might be interested in that. Anyway, thank you for listening to that little promotion for that. Not really promotion, but just I'm looking for feedback. Now let's get into this video. So if you watched my May 2017 EDC update, you know I carry the SOG Switchplier. And it's a pretty solid tool. I have really appreciated carrying it. I really like this tool. I like the fact that it's one-handed actuating for the main tool, and if you needed to, you could access any other tools one-handed. It's fine. Another thing I really like is the file. I actually am a fan of a file. I have used this file quite often, and it's pretty dang solid. And the other tool that I use most often, it would be, besides the pliers, would be the screwdriver. Okay, I'm just gonna get this one specifically out. This screwdriver is nice because it's actually three-dimensional. That's a pretty fantastic quality, and it really sets this multi-tool apart, and that's why I carried it for so long. That, and the fact that it's so trim and slim, and just this deep carry pocket clip, it just rode so deep, it would just melt. It was a good tool. It still is a good tool, and I recommend it for EDC. If you can afford it. I got this one on sale, so it was like $30, which is a lot less than what they are normally. If you're looking at spending about what this is costing, if I remember, it's like $79, I would look at the tool I'm going to show you in a couple minutes. What I carried before the Switchplier was the Leatherman Sidekick, and this also is a fantastic multi-tool. If you are the end user that it was intended for, which is pretty much anybody. Although I will say there are several tools that I just don't find all that useful, like this Phillips screwdriver, or not, yeah, this flathead screwdriver. Unnecessary. It's unnecessary because you could just use a file if you had a file that was an appropriate size, which this does not. Yeah, it does. It does have a file. It has an actually decent file. These are pretty aggressive. But the backside has a little tiny ruler. It has like an inch on it. I don't understand. Why would you need an inch? You're gonna need like 30 of these just to get anywhere. You could just take this, cut it off flat, file both sides, and then you got yourself a screwdriver and an appropriate file that's not just single groove, like not just single angled grooves. You'd have cross grooves on the back, and no one's gonna care because no one uses this inch ruler. No one uses an inch ruler. I'm sorry, it's just not a thing. And another thing is this serrated blade, also worthless because, okay, this one has a full straight edge, but they have a combo edge, the Wingman, I believe it is. Just get that, honest. If you want to, if you even want a straight edge, most people don't even care. Just being real. Anyway, I did like this tool. I'm bashing on it, but I did like it, and I carried it for a long time, until I found something that minimized the tool options to be what I wanted them to be. So there's that. Tool I first carried, what I carried for freaking ever, like 3 or 4 years. Well, actually more like 3 years, I don't know, maybe 2.5. I don't remember exactly when this came out, but I pretty much got it when it came out. Or maybe not. Maybe I don't know when it came out and I'm just saying that, but I've carried it for at least 2 years. Now, the tool I moved to and why. Some of you will recognize this tool right off the bat, some of you will not. A lot of you who know this tool may not like this tool for its aesthetics, which is not a problem anymore. This is the Leatherman Signal in Coyote, a Cabela's exclusive. I first saw it in this coloration on Prepared Mind 101's channel. He's a pretty popular prepper or gear reviewer, knife designer dude who has a pretty popular channel, and I quite enjoy his videos. This is where I saw his video about this, and I was like, huh, he made some good points about the Leatherman Signal and why you should carry it. And I was a little washy because I didn't like the yellow. I think the yellow looks ridiculous on a multi-tool. A multi-tool should look tough and manly and like dirty the earth, salted the earth kind of stuff, like this brown and black and cool, because, you know, aesthetics matter. But once I saw this one, I was like, hey, you know, I might actually seriously consider getting that tool. And I did. I looked at it online. I looked at a whole bunch of this stuff. And the more I looked at it, the more I enjoyed the tools that it had. For several reasons. I'll open it up here. It's got pliers. They're not spring, which is the only downside of this tool. Well, that and it doesn't have tweezers, honestly. People make a big deal about scissors on a multi-tool. I don't care about scissors. I'd rather have tweezers on the thing. I use tweezers so often. And I know it's got a needle nose, but sometimes you need really fine. So if you could just like slide tweezers in somewhere, that'd be gold. Multi-tool creators, I don't know. Anyway, pliers. And I'm going to show you something pretty nifty about those in just a moment. Pliers, then you have on the inside tools, you've only got like 4. You got your bit driver, can opener, bottle opener, and a awl. Pretty simple, not too bad. I use the awl occasionally. It doesn't have a file, which I rather it would have a file than an awl. But I mean, what can you do? I guess can't win them all. I'd almost be willing to like switch out the saw on this for a file, but you know, it's whatever. It really is whatever. It doesn't make that big of a difference for as much as I use the file, which is more often than the awl. But so it has those tools, those 3: the bit driver, the can opener, and the awl. And then you have your pliers, which has got your needle nose standard, wire cutters, hard wire cutters, and crimper on the bottom. And then from the outside of the tool, you can access the flint steel. There's a flint and steel on this multi-tool, and it blends in perfectly in this version. In the other one, it's yellow, but in this one, it's black, and it looks super clean. And then you have a miniature knife sharpener. And I know it's a bit gimmicky. It looks a bit gimmicky, but honest, if you're just gonna do a quick touch-up on like a chip or something, you could definitely, you could definitely clean that out, and it'd be easy, and it wouldn't even be a problem, and it just fits on this multi-tool easily. And it's like this multi-tool is trim. This multi-tool is slim. It looks a little bit big in the box. When you fold it up, it collapses extremely nicely, and it has a really, really nice pocket clip as well. It's just a really well thought out multi-tool, and people give it a lot of crap because it looks gimmicky. You got a little tiny ferro rod and a little tiny knife sharpener, and it's just gimmicky and not really functional. But you know what? It is functional. It actually works, and it does what it's designed to do, and it's supposed to be a backup ferro rod and a little tiny knife sharpener. If you get a really bad nick in your blade and you just want to take it out real quick, you can with this, and it's fantastic. I really, really, really like this tool. And if you're looking at getting like the Skeletool CX, they're somewhat similar in price range. I probably spent like 25 minutes at Cabela's looking at the both of them. And eventually I was like, F it, I'm just gonna get the one I came in here for, instead of getting distracted by the carbon fiber on the CX, which is way cool. And I'm definitely pleased. I definitely made the right decision. It's just such a compact tool and offers so much. If you want a better review of this tool, go watch Prepared Mind 101's video about it. He explains why this tool is a good EDC multi-tool, and I wholeheartedly agree with him. But I'm actually talking mainly about just my opinion of it, and that I express to the people, the viewers of this channel, that you should consider it. At least consider this multi-tool. It's almost a mutt, like a miniature mutt. It's almost like an EDC-able mutt. The mutt has so many gun-specific tools, firearm, weapon system-specific tools. This cuts those out and puts in mostly what you need. Only things I would add would be file and tweezers. And then this would be the perfect multi-tool, in my opinion. There's that. Please head on over, or not head on over, please go watch the other video that I talked about at the beginning of this one. And then also, please like, subscribe, and most of all, comment. I love hearing feedback. Thank you guys so much. Take care.